Online training courses. Should you do one? How much effort do they take? And how much reward do you get? Let's talk about that in today's Car Talks. So, I have built probably 15 to 20 different online training courses in my day on various topics. So if you're not familiar with an online training course, it's basically you go to a site like Udemy, Skillshare, Pluralsight, things like that, to where the course is built in a way where there's multiple videos all stacked together in a certain sequence that you go through and do demos, watch PowerPoint slides, and answer questions based on things. And a course is a really good way to, a really cheap and convenient way to sit through, a typical training course that you would, go to in person. It's a really neat way to go through at your own pace to learn a particular skill or a particular topic. So I do a lot of training courses in my business, to where that I've got, 15 or 20 different ones now over the years that I've done. And over the years, I've found that a lot of unexpected things, to be honest with you, and a lot of tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So first off, if you've never done an online training course before, it covers the gamut of what is possible depending on the company that you're building these for. So I've built training courses for Pluralsight, LinkedIn Learning, and for Udemy and Pact. So I can give you some examples of kind of what each of these are and kind of some similarities between whatever site that you are building these for. So first of all, I mentioned the sites. So a training course doesn't necessarily have to be on a particular platform. So you could build training courses on your own, with your own site, your own blog, through just building a bunch of videos, a screencast, some slides, and putting them in some kind of sequential order. Or, which is a lot easier, you could use a platform like apparently my mount. All right, let's try this for a while. Are we gonna get droopy again? Is that going down? Can you tell? I don't know. I don't think so. So you can do, you can author courses on sites like Teachable is one. I think you could do some on Coursera, but anyway, those sites give you a platform to author the course on, and to accept payments if you want. So you can either get paid for a course, you can give it away for free, and Udemy, you can author courses for free there. They just take a portion of the income. So first off, you don't have to partner with a platform to author a course on. You can do it completely on your own, completely independently. However, one of the good things about putting your course on some kind of platform is just the marketing that to do, the sales behind it, and just the simple exposure. So depending on if your goal is money, exposure, just getting out and sharing what you know with the world, that will be greatly impacted on the if you choose to go independent or choose a platform. So example like, Udemy has tens of thousands of courses, and there's millions of people. I'm guessing that, completely guessing that, but I'm guessing millions of people go to Udemy every year and they search for courses because people know that Udemy in particular is a place to go for all kinds of different courses. They will go there, versus a place like Pluralsight, to where they know, okay, Pluralsight is a good place for courses on IT stuff, software development, creative endeavors, design and things like that. Each platform kind of has a particular niche. Udemy is an enormous marketplace of courses where you can find a course on how to take a good picture, how to care for your dog, and at the same time, here's one on how to develop this piece of software, or how to learn Java. I don't know. It's all over the place. Versus the sites like Pluralsight, CBT Nuggets, Cloud Academy, Pact, LinkedIn Learning, or Lynda. Those are more focused on a niche, a technology niche. So depending on what kind of course you do, it may depend on what platform that you need to choose. So let's say that you've got an idea for a course. So you've got an idea for a course, and a course is generally, you can do small courses, which are maybe 30 minutes in length total. And when I talk about length, the length is just you talking like this. Pretty much the length is always going to be the voiceover. You know, whenever you do a course, you're probably going to be talking over slides, over demos, or whatever. It's just the length of the amount of time that you're actually talking, doing a voiceover for the course. So let's say a course can be anywhere from 30 minutes to the longest one I've ever done is 4 hours, but you can do dozens and dozens of hours. Throughout the years, I found that you don't want to do one course that's enormously long. Generally, an hour or two is about the right amount of length that you can do, because people can sit down and do an entire course in one sitting, versus if you get any longer than that, they'll start to check out, and it just won't be as successful. So let's say that you've got an idea for a course that you can create anywhere from half an hour to 2 hours or something worth of content. Then you need to figure out, first off, is the topic that you're choosing, is it going to be, is there enough to actually fill that time limit? I've had instances to where I really want to do a particular topic on something, but it's just too small. Once I get going on it and brainstorming out what it would take to train somebody or to teach somebody on this particular topic, I found that, maybe after 15, 20 minutes, I'm like, I have nothing else to say, because I've already taught everything there is to know about, something in how to deploy a virtual machine, or how to set up a server, or how to teach your dog or something. It doesn't matter. You have to brainstorm out the topic before you even choose that, because you never know. Once you really get into there, you can think in your head. This is what I do all the time. I think in my head, okay, I sort of know what that's going to be, and you kind of brainstorm in your head that, okay, yeah, that's probably going to be about 2 or 3 hours, but honestly, you never know for sure until you actually start brainstorming it out. One way that I like to brainstorm is using mind maps. I use an online tool called MindMeister, and that tool allows me to just map out everything, just brainstorm, the sequence, the order that I want to put my lessons in, my clips in, and then it allows you. For me, it opens up a lot of ideas on how I can do, and it kind of branches off, and it spiders off into this big mind map. And then eventually, after, I don't know, maybe depending on the size of the course, hour or two, then I will look back and say, yeah, there's no way that's going to be 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it's going to be, or that's going to be too short. It's a really good idea to brainstorm out the whole topic if you really want to do a course, and figure out this is going to be a course. And even if you come to the conclusion that, okay, this isn't enough content to actually be an entire course, you can then build out little clips from it. You don't have to combine it all into a course. You could just record a few YouTube videos, or make some blog posts or something like that on it, so you don't lose all the time, those couple hours that you spent brainstorming the topic. The brainstorming process is valuable, even if you don't do a course at all. No, that's better. Way too much light. All right, so let's say, now that you've got the outline kind of built out, and you know that you don't you have enough content there to build the course, and let's say that you've decided, okay, you don't want to do this independently. You don't have your own platform. You don't have enough people coming to a particular site to make it worthwhile, that you're going to partner with a company to build this course. Your next task that you should do is then figure out what platform are you going to put it on. Me in particular, I'm trying to make this as a topic as not agnostic as possible. Me in particular, I do information technology courses. So I do courses on things that system administrators, developers, IT professionals would like to learn. And I've chosen to partner with a company called Pluralsight. Pluralsight has I think they have thousands of courses now, and they are specifically targeted. They have their sales and marketing specifically targeted at my target audience, and that helps me out by getting more eyeballs on my stuff. But also, they also pay pretty well too, so I get paid pretty well. So that's two different things. First, figure out what is your goal. Do you want to get paid more? Do you want to get just more eyeballs? What is your goal in the course? So me in particular, since I'm self-employed, payment is very important to me, and exposure, because I'm constantly trying to not only teach particular topics, but build my brand along the way, so that I have a bigger platform to use if I want to launch another product or a service or something like that. So going along with this example scenario, so let's say that you found the partner that you're going to use. Once you find the partner that you're going to use, in this case I'm going to choose Pluralsight, then you have to go through a proposal process. And to keep you waiting for the next car talks, since it looks like this one's going in about 11-12 minutes now, I'm going to break this car talks down into two pieces. So this first car talks was about, do you want to build a course? What it takes to brainstorm just the initial, very rough initial outline of a course. In the next car talks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to propose courses, how to get started thinking about going through and realistically assigning out modules and clips and lessons. And then we'll go into some things about building the videos, editing the videos, building the slides, and all that sort of thing. So let's see how many videos we can break this into. So this is part one of building courses. Part two, we're going to take the next step, and then I don't know, maybe there'll be a part three. I'm not for sure. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.